As we prepare to chow down this Thanksgiving, we're taking a look at the science of overeating, from the appetizers and the drinks to dinner with all the trimmings. A typical holiday meal could top a whopping 4,500 calories. That's 4,500. That's more than twice the average daily recommended total. The dinner could contain nearly 3.5 times the suggested fat, equal to 3 sticks of butter. Our Dr. David Agus joins us at the table to be Debbie Downer. Womp womp. Because I look at this and I think this is a thing of beauty. But you're saying, really think about this, people. Think about this before you indulge.
Gail?
David?
So the science of overeating is pretty wild, right? There's a hormone called ghrelin that makes us hungry, and leptin is what say, listen, our stomach is full. And lots of carbs and lots of fat block leptin, so we actually eat more. But that science is important, because what happens is, as your stomach gets expanded, there's acid in the stomach, it could push up and you get indigestion, you can get acid reflux, and that's what you feel. The key is moderation.
So, like a quarter of all that would be okay?
Yeah, I think, I mean, I'm not here to say how much you should eat, Charlie.
Like, how big is your stomach? How big is your stomach?
So your stomach is 4 cups. And so when you start to eat more and more like that, your stomach obviously gets expanded.
Right.
And, the key is at some point to stop. By blocking that reflex, we get in trouble. And when you look at the data, within 2 hours of a meal, Thanksgiving, 400% increase in heart attacks. Because you shunt blood from
400%?
elsewhere in the body to the stomach. And that shunting of blood restricts some blood to the heart, and that's what we see. And it's certainly, there are health ramifications here also.
And you can't pick it up early, which is to say, fasting, laying off until the big meal. Yeah, there's no saving room.
No, I mean,
don't eat on Wednesday so you can eat on Thursday.
Right. I mean, it's a myth that doesn't work.
I do that.
And so eat breakfast. Drink some water before you eat. Eat the moderate meals. Plan some activity, running around at Thanksgiving. Don't do it with an hour or 2 after the meal. The average meal takes an hour or 2 to be degraded in your stomach. It's in your stomach. When you eat a very large meal, you're talking 5-6 hours in your stomach. When you go out and you exercise, it shunts blood from your stomach. That's why you get nauseous. And so the key is, do your exercise before or wait a couple hours after, but try to get it in that day.
But back to Charlie's point, if you eat half of that, is that okay? What's so wrong with one day indulging when you think about it?
Listen, in the big scheme of things, nothing is wrong as long as it's not too much. If you look at the data, our lowest weight in the country is in October. And starting in November, literally at Thanksgiving, there's a rise in weight till around January 1. And then it takes 5 months on average for the country to get back to where they started. So if you practice a little bit of moderation in these 5 weeks, it'll pay off significantly in the long run.
So what about her suggestion, half of that, that's okay?
We're really looking for half.
Yes.
So you have this half, you have this half. The other interesting myth is tryptophan, right? We're all saying, there's tryptophan in turkey, you get sleepy. The interesting thing is it's not true. There's more tryptophan in cheese than there is in turkey.
David Agus, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.